Okay, so now we're in the bunker. We're talking about the dreaded bunker shot, the one that people have so much trouble with. I'm hoping this will really help you out because it's easy to do. So, there are a lot of ways or a lot of different techniques taught for hitting bunker shots. I even saw one guy that wants you to do this. I don't want you to do that on any shot. The new, more modern way seems to be to take a normal, shallow swing, and for a really skilled player, that works. But for those of us who maybe don't have as much skill as they do, an easier way is to be more steep. So the first thing you want to say is that your golf club, your sand wedge, is made with this bounce on it. Bounce is the difference between the lowest point of this club and the leading edge. And when we open it, we make even more bounce. That stops it from digging, or it resists the digging. So what we have to learn to do first is hit the sand where we want to hit it. So if you draw a line in the sand and practice hitting it, if you're going to swing very shallow, it's going to be very difficult to hit that line every time. If you were to swing completely vertical, you could hit it every time. It makes it easier. So we want to do something kind of in between there to make it easier for us to hit the sand or the line where we want. So we're going to kind of go up at a 45-degree angle or thereabouts, so that when we come down, we can hit that line pretty much every time. You see that? I hope you can see this line, and I'm hitting right on it. So this is the way I do it. It's not necessarily the way, but it's a way. So we want this bottom of the club to hit the sand first, not the leading edge. So we're going to open the face. We're going to take our normal stance, maybe a little open, and we're going to open the club to where the leading edge points at almost at our lead toe. Then we're going to take our grip. So we've taken our grip like this. Then we're going to swing steeply down. Now, obviously, if we open the club face and then take our grip and we aim our body at the hole, I'm going to say that red flag, obviously the club face is aimed over to the right, and that's where the ball is going to go. The ball always goes where the club face is pointed when it makes contact with the ball. So what are we going to do here? We're going to aim ourselves around until the club face is pointed where we want the ball to go. Here's the key. We cannot swing in the direction that the club face is pointed. We have to swing in the direction that our feet and our body are pointed. So in other words, we're cutting across the line to the hole at whatever amount we've opened ourselves to. The ball is just going to fly to the right, which will go toward the hole. So now what do we got to? We got to pick a spot. For purpose, I'm going to pick a spot about 3 to 4 inches behind the ball. I'm going to look at that spot. I'm not going to put my club up here against the ball, and I'm not going to cover that spot up with my wedge. I'm going to move it back here where that's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at the ball. All we're going to do is swing up and down at that angle that I just showed you, hit that sand. We're going to spray sand out onto the green. The ball rides out on the top of that sand. So we don't hit the ball. We don't even try to help it. We just spray sand, and it'll look something like this. There we go. So all I needed there was a little more swing to get that ball to the hole. Let's do this again. Go right through. We're going to put a mark in the sand, turn the club face toward our front foot, then take our grip, aim our body to the left so that the club face is pointed at the hole, and then swing in line with our feet and our body. Take it up and out, cut across it. Hit the sand, slap the sand with the bottom of your wedge. See, it went a little farther because I took a little more swing. That's 6 inches from the hole. It's pretty easy when you lose the fear and you learn to just spray the sand out onto the green. You can practice with how much to open it and how much not to open it. So if I were to go to a longer shot, I would open it less. Let's go to the white flag behind there. So I'm going to open it to a lesser degree so that the ball will not go as high and will go farther. I'm still going to hit the sand in the same place. I don't ever want to hit really close to it because it's dangerous. So here we go, same shot, same swing, different flag. Okay, not too bad. Could have hit a little more. Let's try it one more time. A little more swing. I like the way it came out. Let's just a little more swing. There. Okay, that one bit. Carry, that's about 5, 6 feet. So I hope you're catching on to what I'm saying here. Let's move over here to a closer flag where we need to go higher and softer. What are we going to do to hit it higher and softer? Maybe we could just scoop up at it. No, we're going to open the face just a little more and take a little softer swing so that it goes higher and shorter and stops better. Like that. Okay, one more. From the down the line view, I hope you can see that I'm cutting across. I am not swinging in the direction of the hole. I'm swinging across. So, up abruptly. There we go. Okay, in case you didn't know, you can also use other clubs when you need the ball to go even farther. So, I'm going to play to the back edge of the green. There's no flag there. I'm going to use a 52-degree gap wedge rather than sand wedge. Everything else the same. So it helps you get there because A, the club is longer, so it'll create more speed, and there's a little less loft, but we still want to open it and do everything the same. So let's hit this one kind of toward the back edge of the green. Everything else is the same. It came out just the same. And you can even use a pitching wedge, a 9-iron, depending on how far away things are. You just got to open the face to activate that bounce. The swings are the same. Again, we're going to swing in line with our feet. We're going to swing a little steeply. And there it goes to the back of the green. So those are some sand tips I hope can help you out. And now we're going to do some special stuff like plug lies. So you can see how the camera's not really showing it that well, but they have stepped on them. They're down in the sand pretty good. So how are we going to do this? It's pretty easy once you learn what happens. So remember just a minute ago when I said we want to open the face and activate the bounce so the club will not dig. Now we want the club to dig. So how are we going to do this? Just a minute ago I said open the face and activate the bounce so that the club won't dig. But in this case, we do want the club to dig. So we don't want to open the face. We want to square it up so that the leading edge hits the sand and digs. And it'll push the sand out and it'll push the ball out with it. So really, the hardest thing about this shot is to hit it easy enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to just chop down behind it and not try to follow through at all. And you practice this a little bit, you get pretty decent with it. So we're just going to chop into the heel. We're going to hit about 3-4 inches behind it. We don't have to swing really hard. Let it dig, don't follow through. Okay. Let me try that one again. We got some really hard sand here that has not been raked in probably years. Okay, send me a press it down. I'm going to take a little bit better cut at this one. So what are we going to do? We're going to chop down. We're going to hit the sand right here. We're going to chop down and not follow through. Pretty good. Okay, so we've got these balls way down in the sand. Tapping them down. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go like this. And it'll come out. Trust me, it'll come out. You don't need to take any big swing or big follow through. You just chop behind it, like chopping an axe, chopping wood. Look at that. Comes right out. Let's try another one. Pretty good. Now, I can tell you this sand probably hasn't been worked in years other than what I just did here. If you were in a normal bunker, it would probably be even easier. But you get the idea. Let's go to that other hole. Comes out pretty easy. You can barely see this ball, but it came out. So you get the idea there. That's not such a frightening shot. Go into a bunker somewhere and practice it. Step on the ball, chop down behind it. You'll be surprised at how easily it comes out. So I think that's about it for the short game series. If anybody has any suggestions of something they'd like to see, let me know down in the comments and I'll try to make something for you. But for now, this is Geezer Tony signing off till next time.